Hi guys, this is the Ginger, and we are finally on to the Kingdoms topic. Yay! Oh my god, I'm such a dork. So there's gonna be some mythological things here too. I'm just gonna say that before I get started because there's some archon-y things that I'm gonna mention at the end of each kingdom discussion that you won't understand otherwise, so you've been informed now. Yay, you're an informed person. You're no longer left in the dark. Woo. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Our first kingdom is white. So our king, first off, is Ludwig Bielschmidt. I can never pronounce that name. God dang it. This is Germany. So Germany is our king, and his prince is Venetiano Vargas, or Italy. So Italy and Germany are not married. I'm sorry, Gioretta fans. This is where the crack ships sail. I'm telling you, these kingdoms crack ships all around. And moving on, the heir is Kiku Honda, or Japan. Now, in the story I'm writing, Kiku is also Shang Wang. So, I'm going to leave a link in the description to my Wattpad, the story that's in. That chapter isn't up yet because I'm having somebody look over it for errors and whatnot. That's off topic, so I'm going to shut up. Our warden for the White Kingdom is Roderick Edelstein, or however you pronounce that, which is Austria. Our Archon is Antonio Fernandez Carriedo, or Spain. So Spain has the highest level of magical ability in the White Kingdom. And the Wardens and Archons are actually based off of a role play I'm in that actually inspired this idea to come about. So if you want to change those, feel free to do that. But I would try to find a way to keep the king, prince, and heir in like the same places because that would be really nice. There are also a lot of OCs that show up in the thing as well. It's very OC prone, just fair warning. Their government type is a dictatorship, and their place on the multiverse is the planes because the white mark, the white type in the Magic card game, represents those monsters that come from the planes. It produces a planes mana card, so therefore that is the magical energy that they feed off of. That is what they connect to when they use magic. So, planes. Their language is Weiss or Weiss, however you pronounce that. It's German for white. Their military, they're actually very, very advanced in weapons technology. They have a large standing army and a small mage unit for that, and they feed off of the energy of the soldiers because the soldiers are also known as the mana cards and the mages are known as the creature cards. Keep that in mind. Yes, this sounds a lot like Cardverse. They are very passive and defensive, so they're not going to just run out and bomb people. They don't have bombs. I'm sorry. But if they did, they wouldn't just go out and bomb the other kingdoms. They kind of stay to themselves the best that they can because they don't want to get their butts kicked. They are very, very strong, though. They are very, 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 very strong. They could kick anybody's butts if they wanted to. They just don't want to. They're not dumb. They don't want to waste their energy on something that they don't need to do and for land that they won't ever get to use anyway because it will kill the people if they try to cross over the border. Their banner is the lion, and their element is white, which goes without saying, which is the light or electricity magic, which they call technological magic. Their archon has the spirit of the hodag, whatever. It's a mythological animal. I recommend you look it up on Wikipedia if you don't know what it already is. And when the warden and the archon need to be superpowered or whatnot, they can bind themselves together and create the dragon of lightning. And this, it's pretty much an electric dragon. Next, we have the Black Kingdom. Yay! Yay! Let's cheer it, because I know you guys are probably going to like the leader of this one. Their king is Arthur Kirkland, or England. And here, oh my god, this is our first crack ship, like our first real crack ship. The prince is Vlad Popescu, or Romania, and our heir, Arthur's wife, is Natalia Arlovskaya. So Belarus and England. OTP for the win. Their warden is Lovino Vargas, or Romano. And the Archon is Gilbert Bilschmidt, which is Prussia. And Gilbert's, he's not an albino. That's what I keep reading up on, is that everybody keeps thinking he's albino and he's not. So to explain this, I gave him something called the Dragon's Kiss, where his mother and his father, which I will explain when I get down to my lovely little colorless kingdom, pretty much what happened with him was his mother couldn't get pregnant, so his father went and found someone who was willing to bear his child for him so that they would be able to have a child. And what happened was, a few months along, this lady died, and in order to save his son, the father went to the mages and they actually infused him with dragon's blood and gave him a gift called the Dragon's Kiss. So he has unnatural abilities, like it's just unnatural, his skill with magic and everything in this. And it's really quite amazing, like once you think about it. Like, it's kind of like the Dragonborn in Skyrim. He can he can do all this really neat stuff that the dragons can do. It's like, that kind of goes without saying after I said Skyrim and Dragonborn, didn't it? Their government type is a dictatorship, and their place in the multiverse is the marsh, because the black type in magic cards is the marsh. Their language is Nigrum, or however you pronounce that. It's Latin for black. Their military has few weapons and is lacking technology. They have a small army of volunteer soldiers, and they have a unit of criminal sacrifices to use for corpses and such. So if they have somebody who's put on death row for execution for a crime that they committed, they won't go ahead and kill them. What they will do is they will force them into the military, and they will kill them and use their corpses to fight for them. And that's also why they are lacking in technology, because they like to raise the dead. They don't want to go out. They don't want to use cannons. They don't want to use arrows. They don't want to use swords. They want to bring back the dead and control the dead, because the dead are basically indestructible in a way, where they can just keep going and going and going even after they lose their heads or their legs or their arms or whatnot. So they use that sort. You get the zombie apocalypse. It's their fault. They have a large unit of mages to control all these corpses that they're using, and they have an aggressive defensive stance. So they will pretty much be begging for people to come and attack them, and when they do, they're just defensive. They don't ever really do anything. So their tsundere leader there, it's all his fault. It's all blame England. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Their banner is the griffin, and their element is black, and they use death or necromancy magic, which they call the undead magic. They have the spirit of, I put the chimera, but I also put chimera under red. So you guys can recommend what you think that their mythological spirit should be in the comments below. That would be really helpful in trying to get that stuff done. The Dragon of Blood. So it's a blood dragon. It is undead. So if you have ever played Dragon Age, imagine the archdemon. That is kind of what this dragon looks like. Just really spiky, really creepy, just white eyes, no pupils. And this freaky little creature. So that's it for the Black Kingdom. And now we are on to the Blue Kingdom. Their king is Francis Bonifoy, or France. Their prince is Felix Lukasiewicz. I think that's how you pronounce that. Is Poland. And the heir is Berwald Oxenstierna, or Sweden. So, France and Sweden. Lovely ship we got there. The warden is Edwin von Bach, or Estonia, but in my roleplay, like I said, this is very OCU bound. It's Great Islands, which I only know the first name of this other girl's character is Cleo, and then the Archon for blue is Sadiq Adnan, or Turkey, or in my roleplay, it is Greenland, what am I talking about? Is Greenland, or Eoniki color, or Evniki color, I'm not sure how you pronounce that name. It's a Greenlandic name, it's a pretty name. It was going to be Elite, that's completely off topic. They have a dictatorship as well, just like the other three. The place in the multiverse is islands, because the blue type is islands. In the Magic card game, yeah, we've been over this, blah, 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 shut up, Ginger. The language is bleu, which is blue in French. I think I pronounced that right. Please tell me I pronounced that right, because I feel pathetic if I didn't. They have a large navy and Stone Age weapons, so they have very typical weapons for that kind of stuff. They have a small army, just sort of a medium-sized mage unit, and they're passive defensive, so they don't really give a crap. They just kind of sit there, and if they need to defend themselves, they will. They really don't have anything that they want to do more than just sit there in their trends and their fashion. They would rather build things. They would rather have, they are very rich, so they'd rather spend their money on nice things or to build things, just things like that. Their banner is a dolphin. Yes, dolphin. You have the great and mighty griffin and a lion and now a dolphin. Their element is blue, which gives them the water or wind magic, which they call storm magic because, hurricanes, water and wind, all that good stuff. They have the spirit of the Leviathan, so that kind of makes up for that dolphin banner making them look weak and everything. And then they have the dragon of frost, which kind of goes along with the water and everything, even though it's not exactly like that. But once you think about it, water and wind, you're gonna get cold, so then it's frost dragon. So guys, that's all the time I have for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic day.